We're about to see some more crazy characters. It is cool to see Kukaku again, though, however, but... Whoa! There you go, as if they couldn't make it any more explicit. Maybe they thought people wouldn't pick up on who Uncle is, but I mean, come on now. Alright, welcome back everyone, it's Bleach Monday once again, which means it's time for another new episode of the 1000-Year Blood War. This time, episode 8, the Shooting Star Project Zero Mix. Now, I'm expecting this one to be tonally quite different to the last few. Of course, the first Quincy invasion is now behind us, and it's time for Soul Society to rebuild and move forwards. And that should include the introduction of some very exciting new characters and some pretty momentous new plot twists, plot developments. We're really going to start to see the rest of the 1000-Year Blood War begin to be built before our very eyes. This is where the story is going to be going from this point onwards. I'm really, really looking forward to this one. I mean, I say this every week, but there should be a lot to look forward to this time. So, without further ado, let's just dive right into episode 8. As always, I will be watching it from the perspective of somebody who has read the entire 1000-Year Blood War, so there will be spoilers potentially for the entire arc ahead. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't done already. Also, a quick word before we begin, I just want to say an enormous thank you to everyone for all the support you've shown me recently. I really do appreciate it. It's just been absolutely wonderful to see, so thank you all so very much for that. But let's just get on with this thing. It's time to react to episode 8, the Shooting Star Project Zero Mix. And yeah, I'm really excited. It should be really good. So of course we're immediately starting with the beginning of 515 Relics, which I kind of expected to be included in last week's episode, but I think they made a good choice in not including it. Immediately, I love the atmosphere. This is not how this scene looks in the original chapter. I mean, it is, literally, but it's not. It's definitely not set at night time, and it gives it the impression that they are barely recovering from basically nearly being destroyed, which is exactly what happened. So I love this. I love the lanterns. It gives it a real kind of historical war feel. I think that's probably what they're going for. I think it looks fantastic. Not the last time that Isane would burst into tears in this story arc. This moment is underrated. It's a really powerful moment from Unohana, kind of just showing how much she respected Yamamoto. And of course, everyone is going to be now suffering in the wake of... Whoa, Kyoraku's already got his eye patch on. Can't quite see it, though. I do love that shot of him just standing. Oh, that's cool as well. Not a chapter-accurate title card, but I like that. That was pretty neat. But I do just love that shot of Kyoraku in front of the crater. You know, nothing is left of Yamamoto. It's heavy. I'm expecting at least the start of this episode to be another tearjerker, much like the entirety of last episode. I cannot stress enough how much I love this atmosphere. I love that they've all got their lanterns lit. That looks so fantastic. Ikaku's devastation. It's really sad. It's like a really... Hanataro? He does show up again, actually. But it's cool that he's here in the first place, to be honest. Like I said in my review for last week, I'm still anticipating them cutting down on the comedic moments. So I'm anticipating either a certain character is not going to appear at all, or his moment will be cut down considerably. It's interesting, isn't it, how injured Rukia and Renji actually ended up. I guess since we now know who Rukia was fighting, it maybe makes a little more sense. Maybe Meninus whacked her really hard. This is a nice moment, though. It is a good moment. What's really weird about this moment is that Ichigo and Rukia barely talk to each other again after this in this arc. It's really weird. I mean, obviously there's a lot going on all the time, so they are separated, each doing their own story paths. Hirako's actually getting some lines. Now, again, this is a great moment. We dunk on Shinji a lot here on this channel, but this is a really cool moment for him. Shinji's a necessary captain to have in many ways, because he is not a friend to Ichigo. A lot of the captains have good working relationships with Ichigo, but friendship is maybe a little far. They are still ancient warriors in comparison to him. There is still that hierarchy there, but Shinji, because of the relationship they had in the Urankar arc, definitely comes across as more of a personal ally and friend to Ichigo, which I think is really a necessary dynamic to have within the Gote. This is lovely. Really well done. Oh, I'm hoping they get this scene right as well. This should be heavy. Look how upset everyone is. We've never seen the captains like this before. Uh-oh, here it comes. They have both survived. Yeah. My God. The Byakuya, no one expected Zaraki to be dead, but Byakuya in particular, that was just so controversial back in the day. That one Raite Tai members line was so controversial. Oh, I just love this scene though. Kensei stepping up to the plate. Soifon being completely out of line. Oh my God, the artwork is so good. Again, I feel like this is something we've been parroting week after week, but it really is. Here he comes. That eye patch is looking pretty swish. He really does look so awesome with it. People will probably be like, why hasn't he healed his eye? You know, why doesn't he get someone to heal his eye? But I think he's, you know, this, for all of Kyoraku's foibles, for how flamboyant and foppish and eccentric he is, and for how much it might seem like, that looks so good. That's the ending of 515 right there. It looks fantastic. Interestingly, that's so interesting. That's a totally different feel to the ending of the chapter. The chapter depicts that as the sun rising over Seirete to, you know, show a brand new day, a brand new dawn over the destroyed Gote. But I kind of like this as well. It works. They both work in their own way. What was I saying? Oh yeah, despite Kyoraku, despite the way he might appear on the outside, he actually takes after Yamamoto's teachings a lot, as his surrogate son in many ways. So he would leave the eye patch in the same way Yamamoto left his missing arm, as a reminder of his failure and a way to grow stronger. I mean, this has massive implications. This is basically Ichigo's entire path for the next sort of mini arc. Oh, they did skip over Kon. Oh no, hold on. Okay, they basically have skipped over Kon's moment. I knew they would. I'm mostly alright with it, because they are cutting out the comedic parts. Pour one out for Buff Con, though. No Buff Con. That's a bit of a shame. Then actually that whole scene feels pretty random with him just appearing like that and not appearing again. But I kind of knew they would do that. Here they come though. I'm really looking forward to this. One thing that I think I haven't talked about enough is the lighting. I love how realistic they're trying to make it. Like, it's pretty overcast right now and that looks fantastic. It comes across in how the coloring works and how it looks. It's really cool. I think I said in my review video of the last episode that this one would end with the ending of 519, which means that it's going through quite a lot of content to get there. That's cool. I really like that it parts the clouds, almost like a message from God above that now, and the lighting has changed to reflect that. Fantastic. That's so awesome. Almost like they are Soul Society's saviors coming down. Really cool. Here they come. Here they come. Ichibei. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this a lot. They're just fascinating new characters. And I wonder if they're going to keep the comedic aspect. Are we really halfway through? I know that doesn't necessarily always denote halfway through, but... there they are. Senjumaru has just an amazing design. Oh, they are. I love that Senjumaru still has instruments. That was always a lovely little touch. One thing that can't be talked about enough is how awesome it is seeing all these captains together like this. I just think they have brilliant designs. The Zero Division have such good designs. Kiryu Hikifune, who was mentioned in the Turn Back the Pendulum arc, the only Squad Zero character to have been mentioned previously to this moment. Although I've heard their voices before in Bleach Brave Souls, it's kind of weird hearing them actually saying full sentences. So far, it's very faithful. Karinji is very animated, which I guess he is in the original chapter as well. Kyoraku is such a badass. It's really... Isn't it oddly surreal to see him with the eye patch on, finally? Soifon going off on one again. Poor old Komamura missing his ear. I don't know why Oetsu's Haori is so short over there. So funny that she gets totally blanked. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this is a brutal lesson. This was great, though, because this was one of the big questions that we kind of had. And it felt like Tenjiro was talking to all of us as readers. We were all kind of like... As much as Soifon does like to kind of go off on one, we were all thinking it. We were like, well, why didn't you come down and help out? And I like that he actually just sort of tells us. Senjumaru has a cool voice, doesn't she? Oh, I like that her weird arms make a sort of clockwork noise. That's cool. The orbs have like a strange pearlescent appearance. Also, Senjumaru doesn't have a mechanism on her back. Her arms are sort of sticking out of her Haori. Either way, the Zero Division do look really cool. Uetsu just doesn't say anything. Uetsu basically doesn't say anything for ages. I mean, it won't feel like quite as long in the anime, of course, but... Ooh. What does that one mean, I wonder? Unohana's face looking like that. I just realised something as well, unless I missed it. Let's see if they do one for Senjumaru in a sec. Yeah, no title card. Senjumaru is supposed to have a title card there, I think. And I think Hikifune was supposed to have one earlier. So now we're officially entering 518, and if you remember what I said last week, this should be pretty cool. Again, though, where's Kon? Oh, okay, there's Kon. Just like that. So, again, they're skipping over... Why is Kon even there? See, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird, but it is cool to see him again, nonetheless. He's going to show up any minute now. And we will hear his voice as well. As if it wasn't super obvious anyway, it will be extremely obvious. There he is. There's something... There he is. And they've still kept his pre-time skip look, which he does have in the chapter. He's not wearing his new outfit yet. There's something weirdly nostalgic about hearing GRIMMJOW's voice. I said that about Kisuke as well, I think, but I don't know, there's just something weirdly nostalgic about it. When I was really first getting into Bleach, the anime was around the original GRIMMJOW fight, and so I kind of associate GRIMMJOW with kind of just getting started with the series in many ways. It's really cool when they kind of take exact panels like that of Ichigo. That's like straight out of the chapter. It looks really good. It can be a little bit jarring, but it does look really good, I think. It is really weird hearing the Zero Division talk in full sentences. I don't know why. Straight to Kukaku. Okay, they just cut out the entire Kukaku interaction. Yeah. She's barely in this arc as it is. They're taking away some more of her screen time. It wasn't a lot, but wow, okay. There's no room for waiting around in this episode. They are moving fast. We're about to see some more crazy characters. It is cool to see Kukaku again, though, however, but... Whoa! There you go, as if they couldn't make it any more explicit. Maybe they thought people wouldn't pick up on who Uncle is, but I mean, come on, now. That's pretty exciting, though. And speaking of exciting, hearing Ginjo again, that is so good. They have given Tsukishima his braces. He was missing them in the original chapter, which I always did think was a mistake. So this is now the end of 518. Are we ending here? Because I don't think we will. I think we'll do another chapter yet. Ooh, the Royal Palace looks weird. I can't put my finger on why it looks so strange. The sun behind the palace itself is pretty cool. But it looks very weird. It looks weird. I guess they're trying to reflect the fact that they are kind of up in the heavens. Like they are basically in the sort of stratosphere. Presumably they are like above the clouds, which I never really thought of in the source material, but yeah, it would look a bit ethereal. I feel like they didn't really linger on the fact that the Zero Division turned up. I guess they don't know what they would have done, but it feels like, and it moved, I guess the difference is obviously when we were reading the chapters, we had weeks waits in between each chapter, whereas here they've arrived and now we're immediately in the Royal Palace. But the arc was moving very quickly at this point back in the day as well. Oh, I love the way she's like it's like she's on wheels or something. That's really creepy. Or she's like floating. Really awesome. She has a cool voice as well. Oh man, I really hope we see more of these characters because they're just really cool. I feel there's a lot of close-ups of Ichigo's face this week. I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Soul King, who again I am presuming is going to be at the end of this episode. Yeah, see, they are like above the clouds. That's actually pretty cool little detail. I like that. And oh yeah, that's a nice little detail as well. You can see that's Oetsu's palace down there. How does the water stay in? Oh, there's a wall around it, I guess. Nice little detail. I like that attention to detail. That was good. God, we are flying through. I've gotten used to the drawn-out speeches of last week's episode. Again, I think they've cut out most of the comedic moments. It's all business. All business. Yeah, they have. They've removed the Rukia Peach moment, which I think people won't be too happy about. And they've removed Renji being lifted up like a turnip as well, which I always thought was pretty funny. Yeah, this is all business right now. So again, I think we should get in the chapter we got a title card for Tenjiro here. Okay, they've given him a title card, but they didn't give it. Is that the end? No, that's too weird to be the end. Is this... I reckon there's going to be another... I'm going to go right to the end credits. I think there's going to be another cutscene. I swear, I really feel like it should end with a Soul King. I'm just going to go to the ending here. Why'd they give Tenjiro a card when he gets a card and not the other two? That's a bit weird. But, alas. I'm expecting a end credit scene here. Yep, there you go. Knew it. And that is this has got to be okay, that's new. It is the end of 519. There he is! Ooh, it's blue! Oh, I love the little sparkles. Wow, look how freaky he looks. That's really cool. And he has ears. Did he have ears? I think he did. Okay, preview poem, Kenpachi, obviously. Bleach 09, The Drop. The Drop. Wasn't expecting it to be called that, but that's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, lots of thoughts as always. The Soul King looking cool at the end. Really kind of weird and freaky and psychedelic. I've had years of conditioning to think that his crystal is going to be like gold and yellow, so it's really weird to see that it's not. However, and I'll talk about this more in my review, I have a feeling I know why it is not and why it is that colour, but we'll deal with that a bit later on. Yeah, cool. It was a weird episode, I think. That was a really cool episode. I think it was maybe a slightly more uneven episode than the ones at the end of the first invasion, which I think were handled nearly perfectly. This was another very, very fast one. No getting around it. Very, very quick. Awesome to see Squad Zero, though. Always going to be fantastic. Yeah, really looking forward to talking about this in my review. Yeah, and I think I'll leave it there for now. As always, guys, my in-depth spoiler review and discussion will come out on Wednesday, so make sure to tune into that. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Episode 8, the Shooting Star Project Zero Mix. Awful lot to talk about. Lots going on, as expected. Quite a bit covered. But yeah, really excited to find out what you guys think, so let me know in the comments below. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't done already. And until then, I will see you later. Goodbye.